There we go. Resume recording. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Tuesday evening nuts and bolts training, our Getting Started Right training. Want to thank everybody for taking time out of your schedules to jump in on tonight's training. It's always good to see familiar faces, guys, familiar names. Some of you have your cameras on, some of you don't. But this is a good time for each and every one of you to make sure you send a quick reminder out to your teammates, especially your brand new business partners, and make sure that they're getting plugged into this information. This training here is mainly geared for, especially in the beginning, for our new business partners, our Getting Started Right training. And then we do an advanced training on the last phase, and then we open it up for Q&A and comments, guys. But guys, grab a pen and a piece of paper, turn off all distractions. Get ready to take some copious notes. We have a nice training lined up for tonight. My name is Benjamin McCray, part of your leadership support. We have amazing leadership that plugs into this platform, co-hosted with Mr. Gerald Parker. He's on spring break or summer break, so he's joining us early. He usually chimes in a little bit later. You see his face on here. I'm doing some identity theft by stealing his face, but it's my voice. But guys, let's move forward. Teamwork makes a dream work. One of the things I need you to understand, and our advanced training is going to really dig down into this conversation of teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone accomplishes miracles. Most individuals by yourself, miraculous things can't be accomplished, but as a team, you could do things that you've never been able to do on your own. And that's one of the things I love about network marketing is the fact that this is a true team sport. So guys, understand plugging into this is part of teamwork. You know, you want to stay plugged in. You want to make sure you get on all the trainings, get connected. We have our trainings on Tuesday nights. We have our Monday night training. Last night's training was an absolute powerful training. We had synergy. We had camaraderie. We had all those things that happens when teams come together and they participate. You missed a good one. The recording is on our Facebook page, the Kingdom Builders Facebook page. My good friend and leader in the making here, Mr. Roosevelt, recorded that right away, sent it over, and I forwarded it over to you guys. So last night's training is definitely worth revisiting. So every Monday night, every Tuesday night, Wednesday evenings, that's our big event. On Tuesday evenings, that's our big event. That's where we come together and we bring our guests to hear from our very own Mr. Gerald Parker. Hold on for a second, guys. Let me make sure we keep folks muted. We could come together with one second here. Mr. Gerald Parker, who does a training on Wednesday evenings. And then on Thursday, we do our product detailed deep dive training on Thursdays. And then Fridays, and then Thursday nights as well, we just launched another faith, family, and finance training that takes place at 7 p.m. And all the other trainings and Zooms are at 8:30 p.m. And then on Friday evening, we have another faith and finance Zoom where you plug people who have connections inside of ministerial. You want to plug them into that. It's an absolute amazing platform. And then on Saturday mornings, I do a Super Saturday full team overview, or full corporate overview, as well as we do a Getting Started Right at the end of it, guys. But bottom line is this. You want to stay plugged in, get in where you fit in. You know, some folks will say, man, that's a lot of training. And again, it is a lot of training because we're under the philosophy of overtraining and over-communicating. I'd rather you say we trained too much, we communicated too much, than for individuals who walk away and say, I felt like I was out there on my own. I didn't have any support. You can't leave this and say you didn't have any support. And we're making sure of that by making sure every night you have something to plug into. Now, do you have to plug into everything every night? No, but why not? Guys, staying connected is half the battle. You showing up right now is sharpening your axe. You showing up right now, you'd be amazed how much information that you are retaining with repetition. This thing is a simple process of duplication and what's the word I'm looking for? Repetition. You've seen this training, but as you grow in this business, guys, I need you to grab this. As you grow in the business, see, right now you're brand new. For those who are new, this is brand new to you. This is training you never heard before, and it's hitting right there where it needs to hit. And then when we get into the advanced training, some of that stuff will be over your head. But then as you grow and start plugging your team into these types of trainings, you start plugging your team into this event. Now you're here not just learning, but you're plugging your team in, so you and your team is learning at the same time. You're leveraging the system. That's so very important that you need to understand, because it's easy to get the mindset of, I heard that before. I don't need to get on that training anymore. No, they say until you can give the training and then you have the pen in your hand, you got to keep showing up. And for one, you showing up makes this meeting what it is. We need to break that triple digit where we have hundreds of people plugging into every event that we're doing, guys. And one of the things that's going to help with that is making sure you have a strong why. See, if your why is strong enough, you will figure out the how. If your why is strong enough, your why will get you to show up every night. Your why will get you to show up when you can show up. Let me just put it like that. I don't frown on a person who doesn't show up if they're out sitting with somebody doing a presentation, or they're with their family putting in that quality time. But to not show up just because you want to watch a sitcom on TV that's not putting money in your pocket, I'm a frown on that one. Your leadership, your team's going to frown on that one. But your why is going to keep you on course. And everybody's why is different. You want to visit that why. You want to make sure you're clear with that why. And you want to master. This is something I want to add into this. You want to master the art of sharing your why. So when you're introducing people to this opportunity, this service, you can let them know, hey, I just got involved with an amazing company because I found a way that's going to put me in a position to set up my retirement. I've been an entrepreneur all my life, having worked in corporate America. I have no Social Security coming to me. This will be that cash flow that will set me free and help me to sustain not just my livelihood, but my parents' livelihood or my mom's livelihood, and set up a legacy for my sons. And you share that. And this is why I'm so excited and passionate about this. You could be like, hey, I'm looking for a way to just simply supplement my income and make sure my kids could get through college. Whatever your why is, you got to be able to articulate it with passion, because as you start introducing people to your Zooms, your launch parties, putting folks in front of this information, your why is going to get them to show up. Your why is going to get them to be a part of it. It's going to help. Everybody wants to be a part of something big. So I encourage you to visit your why, put it in writing, make it clear, make it where you can articulate it within a minute, 2 minutes, and pull on the heartstrings of individuals that you share this with. And then share it with your sponsor, someone who is responsible for helping you to win. Guys, here's the reality, and I need you to really understand. In this business, experts launch their business. Amateurs start their business. The experts launch their business. If you open up, and it's not just network marketing, not just MWR Financial, but any type of business, and we'll talk about that in our training, they launch their business. They either do a soft launch, and then they'll do a actual grand opening, but you have to launch your business. See, if you don't put forth that effort, and that's a focused, all-out, massive activity in the beginning, then it will never get off the ground. I cannot emphasize that enough. Many people never hit big success in this industry because they don't go big. They just put their toe in it. They're casual. And some people get offended, but if you're casual with this business, you will become a casualty in this business. You got to go all out. You got to say, hey, I'm in. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my business off the ground. Because with a strong launch of massive activities, which we're about to go into, it's going to help you to break through that gravity pull of negativity, self-doubt, all those things that keep people stagnant, keep people in that position of apathy. Understand what I'm saying, guys? Because success loves speed. Guys, you cannot, slow and steady does not win the race in network marketing. Slow and steady does not win the race in business, period. Everything changes quickly. Technology changes quickly. Folks have a short attention span. You got to go hard. You got to go fast. And it's only for a short amount of time. Going back to that rocket ship, if you ever watched a rocket ship go into space, it exhausts so much energy in the beginning just to break through that gravity pull. So it has those rockets on the side of the ship that's forcing it to get off the ground, overcoming that negativity, overcoming that gravity pull, pulling it to the surface, pulling you back to just sitting on the couch, being content with just having a job, just getting by. You got to put those rocket ships on called massive activity, staying plugged in, and eventually when you break through that hemisphere, if you understand and see the rocket ship, at that point, the rockets fall off the ship. And then now it doesn't require all that energy. You're just guiding it accordingly, and you just push, poof. If you ever watch the rocket ship, go to a YouTube page, watch a rocket ship go into space. That's the same thing with your MWR financial business, ladies and gentlemen. In the beginning, if you really want to make some grown folk money, you will have to exhaust some serious energy. But the beautiful thing with that, and usually takes about 90 days to get to the point where you got momentum, you have growth, you hit income levels, and then you can scale back a little bit and don't have to work that hard until you're ready to get to the next level. Guys, I need you to really grab onto that. So the first thing we want to do is help you to get Fast Start qualified. The key word is Fast Start. Understand this, guys. What is a Fast Start? If we just grab onto this, helping individuals come on board and helping them to recruit their first 3 recruits and 1 outside membership, ASAP. Now, our goal is to help people get that done in their first 7 to 10 days. We'll talk about how we go about doing it. Some people it takes longer, but you want to get it done in your first 30 days, because here's the reality. In your first 30 days, you want to take advantage of that momentum bonus. And here's a sidebar. All of us had a momentum bonus reset where the company put $1,500 back on the table for us to take. We don't want to leave money on the table, so we probably have about 5, I didn't look, but I think we have probably about 5 more days from that 30-day reset when we came out of the event in Atlanta, Georgia. All of us who are old heads, who've been in here, who are excited about the reset, in these next 3 days is next 5 days is imperative. It's imperative, if you want to get this money, to go out and help 3 new business partners come on board. And guys, we make it too complicated, man. Whatever it takes to get it done, listen, there's people who will follow you no matter what. You just got to call them and say, hey, I got a money position available. I need you to plug it in. And get 3 people to plug in those spots. And as we build this thing out, it's going to be a great benefit to those 3 individuals who take up those top 3 positions. Understand this, guys, because as you bring on your 3, you get a $150 momentum bonus. And then, of course, you get $50 for each of those individuals, and you get your 1 outside membership. That's $40. You just made $340. And then all we do is duplicate that process. So how do you get your first 3, you ask? If you are serious, all it takes is 2 profit parties, 2 launch parties, where you schedule an event, whether you bring them to your home or you get them on a Zoom, it doesn't matter, where you say, hey, I just got involved with an incredible company. I'm excited about it. My job is simply to share some information where we're helping people improve their finances and get financial makeovers. It's absolutely exciting. You got to take a look at this. You may or may not be interested. Would you support me and come out on Friday evening at 2, whatever. Just get people to show up. You invite 50, 10 show up, you'll sign up 3. You get 3 recruits, 4 memberships. Who knows what those numbers are? It's all numbers. And then on this Y2, because those who don't make it on your first one, you want to say, hey, it's okay. I got another one on Sunday at 4 o'clock. I set that up for folks because, I know you're very busy. Can you plug into it at 4 o'clock on Sunday? I just want you to come and take a look at this amazing opportunity and then go into it. You might want to share your story, your why. But guys, I promise you, if you truly build towards your launch party, you schedule 2. The first one needs to be immediate. Guys, if you're doing a Zoom, it's not a matter of finding out who's available. You don't find out who's available. You schedule and you invite. Please take note of that. Some people say, hey, I want to call around and see what their time. No. If you're launching your restaurant, you don't call everybody and say, what's a good time for me to do a grand opening? You set the date for you and you do your grand opening and invite people to show up. Whoever shows up, shows up. So in the next 24, 72 hours, you want to invite as many people as possible onto your Zoom. You want to have your sponsor, whoever presents for you, who can present for you using third party, get them to come in. And your job is simply to say, hey, you're getting people to show up. When they show up, welcome everybody. Please, I thank each and every one of you for showing up. Turn off all devices, avoid any distractions. I'm so excited about this opportunity. Share your why and then edify the presenter. I'm excited to introduce you to my good business partner and friend, Mr. Gerald Parker, who is $1 million income earner with this company, well documented, loves helping people down to earth, loves having fun, and he knows all the facts. So I'm going to just get out of the way so you can truly see what has me fired up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Parker, and then let him do what he does. And at that, I promise you, you do that 2 times and you put people in the room, you're going to get your 3 recruits, if not more. And then what do? We get your 3 recruits and then we teach your 3 recruits to do exactly what you did. Now you have your 3 to go out and get their 3. And those 3, this person gets their 3. They schedule 2, they get their 3. This person schedules 2, she gets her 3. This person schedules 2, he gets his 3. Now you just made $450. But if you don't get the first 30 days, your 3, all the other money is non and void. I need y'all to understand that. Now, it doesn't end your business. Other people who come on board will be able to go and take advantage of this. You're just going to miss out on that $1,500. And that's okay. It doesn't end your business. As long as you build your business out where you get 3 to get 3 to get 3, you fall still into that money because we're going to duplicate that over and over and over again. Guys, it's so imperative to schedule your 2 launch parties. Your calendar is like your boss. It is the thing that will hold you accountable to yourself. If I ask an individual, show me your calendar, I could predict your money. It's time to fill up our calendars with launch parties, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go into an example of a launch party using that restaurant analogy that I use. I mean, you got a restaurant, you're a wonderful cook, people love your food, and some people hate your food. You're still going to invite them to your restaurant. So you want to take on that mindset of starting your business. You have your pre-opening dinner gala. I need you to understand, as you're opening up your business, let's get started. If you were opening up your own business, for example, your own restaurant, you would have a pre-grand opening, wouldn't you? Absolutely. You don't just casually open up your business. You'll get balloons, you'll get scroll lights, whatever it may be. You don't have to do that with this, but businesses do grand things for a grand opening because you're probably just invested over $200,000 to open up the restaurant. So you're going to invite everybody you know so that they can get an idea of what your restaurant is like. They'll get a sense of the atmosphere and the taste of the food. From there, you will hope that they'll like your place enough where they'll refer other people to come to your restaurant, and they'll keep coming back. They'll keep their membership. All right. And the way to get your referrals in the restaurant business is the same way we get referrals inside of MWR Financial. We simply get folks to plug in. And here's the cool part with that. What we don't do is let me ask you a question. Let's say you invested $200,000 into a restaurant, guys, and a couple of your friends and family members don't like the food. Would this mean that you should quit, wrap up, close the doors, turn off the lights, lose all that money, give up on your dreams? No, you wouldn't even close your restaurant. The bottom line is, so what? You don't like it. What can I do to make it better? If not, whatever. Everybody doesn't eat steak. If you open up a sushi restaurant, everybody doesn't eat sushi. You just look for those who eat sushi. You just look for those who eat soul food. You look for those who eat seafood. You look for those who want an opportunity. Everybody's not into business. Everybody don't want to do network marketing. And that's okay. We'll look for those who are open-minded. So the unfortunate thing is this. Because you only invested $150, it's easy to quit because it's only $150. And I need us to take on that mindset of, man, you invested $200,000 to get involved with this business. Would you quit? Would you go a day without talking to somebody if you invested $200,000? Of course not. Every day you'll work hard as all get out to get that investment back. And that's how you have to look at this business, MWR Financial. Opening your doors, let's get started. The same applies in your MWR Financial business. You don't close your business because someone told you no. You don't close your business because someone quit. You keep your business open for those who want and need to save, make, and grow their money. To keep your business open by continuing to share the results of all of those members who have experienced and completed the financial makeover and those in the process of doing the same. Guys, you got to look at it as a real business because it is a real business. MWR Financial is like opening up a franchise without the franchise cost, the franchise overhead, the franchise headaches. We don't have to worry about $200,000. We don't have to worry about franchise fees, insurances, hiring employees who's filling your inventory, all those liabilities. No. But we can make franchise money with this network marketing business by simply plugging into the system. Understand this, guys. People buy into franchises. You probably make the best burger, but you invest millions into a McDonald's franchise because they have a McDonald's system, whereas when you plug into that system, their success is pretty much guaranteed. But in the contract, it lets you know you will not get a return on your investment for the first 3 to 5 years. That's why when you buy into a franchise, they see not only do you have the money to buy in, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million, but also are you liquid? Whereas you're not putting your last dollars up because you got to survive before you make a profit. That's not the case here. And that's unfortunately the reason why people are so easy to get in and so easy to get out. They miss it because we have the same type of system. We pique interest. We share the plan. We do three-way calls. We put people in front of the information. That's all we do. The baseball diamond. I love this analogy, guys. You're brand new. You just came in the business. You're at home base. So what you do at home base is you build your list. You identify individuals. That's your inventory. Your names and numbers is your inventory. No list, no business. The more people you put on your list, the greater posture you're going to have while calling on your folks. If you just prejudge people and say, they're doing well, they don't need this, or they will never be. No, that's not our job. Our job is not to make decisions for individuals. Our job is to give the information to individuals and let them make a decision, a well-informed decision. A well-informed decision. And you can literally tell people that, hey, my job with this amazing company I'm with is to put as many people as possible in front of this information that's showing people how to get a complete financial makeover. Now, it may or may not be for you. I don't really care. My only job is to give you the information and collect an educated decision. Find out if it's something you want to take advantage of. Can I count on you to go to my website? If I send you a video, would you take a look at it? So here we are at home base. We want to get to first base. How do we do that? We pique interest. We pique curiosity. Do you keep your income options open? Have you ever heard of a financial makeover? Would you like to get an instant pay raise? Yes, great. If I send you a video, or if I send you a link, are you in front of your computer? Would you take a look at it right away? I can't look at it now. Okay, great. What time tonight can you look at it? One thing we have to start doing is taking control of time. Guys, we are in business. We can't let folks control this process. We have to master the art of controlling. So when tonight can you watch the video? When tonight can you go to my website? I could get on it at about 7. Okay, great. So when you go to my site, it's going to ask you to put your name and your email. It's just going to let me know that you're watching the information. It's not going to be sending you spam or anything in that nature. Once you do that, it's a short video. As soon as you finish that, I'll call you back to see what it is you like best. And then if they say 7, you need to be calling them at 7:15, 7:30. The fortune is in the follow-up, and the fortune is in the true follow-up where you say what you do, what you said you're going to do. So now they watched the video, they looked at a third-party tool, and now you follow up. Hey, Roosevelt, what did you like best? I saw you was on the site. Did you take a look at the video? Yes. Okay, great. What jumped out and caught your attention the most? Man, the money. It sounds, man, this thing looks great. I love it. Exactly. That's what caught my attention. That's why I shared this with you. I knew you would say that. Listen, Roosevelt, I'm brand new. I just got started. I don't want to mess anything up for you. I want you to hear and see it the way I did. The next step is to put you on the phone with my business partner who's going to really answer any questions you may have. This individual is down to earth, loves helping people, really documented in this industry, who's doing very, very well, very busy, but I work directly with him or her, whichever way you want to put it. Hold for 1 second. Let me get them on the line. Now, here's the key thing, guys. You want to keep it neutral, because there's been many times where I've edified an individual, and I sent over text messages, but guys, we're working. You can say, hey, I'm about to put you on the phone with Mr. Parker. He's down to earth, loves helping people. But then all of a sudden, Randy gives him a 3-way. Now Mr. Parker's on the phone with Randy. He got to him before me. You got to have 2 or 3 other people lined up. So when you call and Mr. Parker's doing a 3-way for somebody else on the team, you just bounce back out and call the other person who said they're available. So now you don't have to disrupt this process. So now you get Coach T on the line because Mr. Parker was helping somebody else on the team. Coach T, listen, I'm glad you was able to pick up. I have a good friend of mine, Roosevelt, on the line. He was looking at the video. He loves what he heard. Roosevelt is a red. He's a businessman about his money. Let me bring you on the line. At this point, and this is a 3-way call. You need to learn how to do a 3-way call on your phones. Everybody should know how to do that by now. Roosevelt, hey, listen, thanks for holding. I was able to catch my business partner, Coach T. Coach T, this is Roosevelt. And at that point, I'm being quiet. I'm putting tape on my mouth. I'm shutting up. At that point, the third-party expert is going to do what the third-party expert does. They're going to have a conversation with the prospect. They're going to fill out the prospect and move the prospect to either closing them for the membership, closing them into the opportunity, or if they're needing more information, inviting them to a live event, which is third base. Guys, by the time they get to third base, because it usually takes 2 or 3 exposures in this business with our services before a person makes a decision. Sometimes it may take more. It doesn't matter. We follow up until they make a decision. But by the time they get to third base, they've listened to information. They went to your website. They spoke to a third-party expert. They come to a live event on Wednesday night, Saturday morning. They're looking for confirmation more so than information. They're looking for confirmation more. So what is confirmation? They're going to hear it all over again, live, And this is where team comes in at, together everyone accomplishes more, and they're going to see that there's 30, 40, 50, 100 plus people inside this specific Zoom presentation where they're like, man, this is not just Benjamin sharing this with me. There's a lot of people who are looking at this and taking advantage of it. I don't want to miss it. So at that point, third base, we close them out, and then we bring them back to home base, rinse and repeat. We teach our new person how to go around the bases, and we keep the bases loaded, guys. This is so imperative. You must keep the bases loaded, maintain a deep bench with your 100-name list. Remember, this is a game of, we got to have fun. Don't be too serious about this thing. That was the conversation we had. We're just in the business of educating people. And once you really grab onto the fact that some will, some won't, so what next? Amateurs convince, experts sort. Once you realize that we're simply in the business of sorting people out to find who's wanting to come with you on this journey, it becomes fun. You don't be emotionally attached to individuals' decisions. Understand that, guys. If you open up your restaurant, remember, if someone comes in and they say, man, I don't like this food, and they say, I want my money back, you don't fall down on the ground and start crying and quit. No, hey, I'm sorry that you didn't like the food. Is there anything I can do to make it better for you? If not, you give them their money back. Let them go. But guys, we cannot be emotionally attached to this thing. You don't have to bat 1,000 in baseball. You bat 300, you still make $4 million. So getting 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10 still means you are successful. So, and here's a key thing, and I'm really driving this because it's going to lead us into recruiting and structure. I need you to understand this, guys. You have to learn your ratio. And until you do the activities, you won't know what your ratio is. If you're not talking to 10, 15, 20 people and saying, man, out of the 20 people I talked to, I signed up 1, you're 1 out of 20. But then you keep doing that. Next thing you know, you're 2 out of 20. Next thing you know, you're 5 out of 20. Now you have a ratio that's being developed. Now you can predict your money where you say, okay, I need to talk to 20 people this week so I could get 3 new recruits, because that's the ratio. Same thing in baseball. Now, baseball is one of the most boring sports, but I know one thing in that, and this is my opinion. Somebody might just got offended by that. But one of the things they say, if you ever listen to the guys talking, they say, yeah, Sosa's stepping up to the plate. He's struck out the last few times. He's geared for, he's destined to get a hit right now because of his ratio. Even baseball players who make millions of dollars strike out. You don't see them quit. And that's the same thing here, guys. I drug this in. I really want you to understand this process. Third party is everything and the reason why I'm spending a lot of time here is because we are talking about the money. We're talking about maxing out this compensation plan anywhere from $5 to $8,500 a month. I mean, a day. $5 to $8,500 a day. But the only way this is going to take place is we work as a team, because it takes 3 legs moving accordingly. So it takes 3 legs strategically going out here and working the baseball diamonds, loading up the bases, working the system and moving accordingly. So you got your first leg 1-1-1, and then you helping those individuals. Now you got 4-4-4. You're making $20 a day, $600 a month. And then you helping those legs set their private business receptions up, setting up their Zooms, so everybody's moving accordingly. Now you got 12, 12, 12, 30, 30, 30, 100, 100, 100, making $200 a day, $6,000 a month. You are now looking at your boss saying, do I still want to give you my time? You're still in your time back. I mean, think about this, guys. 36 people on your team, 12, 12, 12. Some of you working part-time jobs right now just to make ends meet. 36 to 90 people on your team. That's literally you going out and taking advantage of getting 3 recruits to get 3 recruits. That puts you in a position where you now have 36 people on your team. You're making $40 a day, $1,200 a month, $14,600 added to your bottom line on an annual basis. That's most individuals' part-time pay. You can fire your part-time job now and come back home. You can sit at the kitchen table again. You could be there while your children are doing homework again. You could get into your Bible studies or whatever it is, those extracurricular activities that bring you quality of life that's being compromised because you're working at a job that has you locked down on the clock. See, with this business, if you learn and perfect it and discipline yourself to those 2 hours a day, you can easily move this into your schedule where you work your life around the business instead of the business, your business around your life instead of your life around the business. And you continue to duplicate this process, guys, and helping people get their bonuses. You get this bonus, and then you help those folks on your team get their bonus. With urgency. Now they're putting in $1,200 every single month coming into their household. They're not going anywhere. I can't imagine a person saying, I don't want to do this business. I don't like getting a guaranteed $40 a day, $1,200 a month. That just don't make sense to me. You invest $149 and you make $1,200 every single month. If it takes you 90 days to get to that, that's called a good investment. Every single month, that's huge. So guys, I really want you to grab onto the system as we move into our next level of training. This is only going to take us 10 minutes, guys. We want to commit to next level mindset. Next level in personal development, next level in communication, next level in leadership, mental, all those things is next level. What is your next level? One of the key things we talk about is structure. This is a 3x3. Everything we was talking about in terms of this commission right here is helping 3 legs move through the ranks. You got to have 3 legs with 1, 3 legs with 4, 3 legs with 12, 3 legs with 30, 3 legs with 60. You want to get to 6 figures, you need to have 3 legs with 160 people, 160 people in one leg, 160 people in the second leg, and 160 people in the third leg. Once you put that in position and solidify that, you're going to make $280 a day, $8,400 a month. You're a 6-figure earner. You're now in a position when you do that consistently and consecutively to go out and get the residual income ring. The $1 million residual income ring is a 6-figure earner, and that's based on, in order to make 6 figures residually, which is what this is, that's like having over $1 million in a bank earning you a 5% return, 5 to 8% return on the investment. That's where the $1 million ring comes in at, guys. So how do we go about doing this? We got to have a next level mindset. We have to structure our businesses properly. Now, I need to put a disclaimer out there because there are a few different legs that are here. And your sponsor, you want to make sure that your sponsor is on the same page. I can't imagine why they wouldn't be, because the bottom line is 3x3 takes you through the ranks, period. Okay. So here's the deal. You want to bring on your 3 recruits, and you need to identify your 3 recruits. We're going to do a training, and not for the sake of time, I didn't put it in today. But next week, we're going to go over the 10 commandments of placing. But once you get your 3 recruits, let me see something here. I'm about to get fancy with a laser. All right. Once you get your 3 recruits, recruit number 1, recruit number 2, recruit number 3. You don't stop at just recruiting 3 people, guys, first and foremost. The mindset that we have to have is 3 recruits, 5 memberships or more. If you just looking to get 1 membership, you don't get the big picture. Please understand that and take it from my good heart. You need to be getting 3 recruits, 5 memberships or more. I mean, there is no cap. Why put a cap on your business? Okay, because what happens is once we show we get our 5, okay, membership. So now our membership is free, 3 and free. And you teach your team to do the same thing where you get that recruit, help them get their 5 memberships and their 3 recruits, 5 memberships and their 3 recruits, 5 memberships and their 3 recruits. If you think about that, 5 memberships, and I'm not going to go into the numbers in detail, but each membership is 3 points. That's 15 points plus that 1. So that's a total of about 18 points with this recruit, this recruit, this recruit, if they just get the memberships. But of course, now they're getting their recruits as well. This thing adds up pretty quick. But the question now is, the terminology used to be depth for security, width for money. Depth for security, width for money. Go wide for money, go deep for security. What does it say here? You need at least 3 strong legs. A leg isn't a leg until it's 4 levels deep. A leg is not a leg until it's 4 levels deep. And that's going deep organically, meaning that they're driving it deep on their own. You got to know the roles: qualified financial director, invite, attend webinars, go to the meetings and the events. And these are the folks who are core people that's in your organization that you could call solid. They're showing up. They're executive mentorship, and they're playing a QFD role. They're 2-star executive directors, leadership, EDs, and qualified roles, 3-star executives. So they're moving in the ranks, and we're helping them to move in the ranks. So what happens when you recruit your 4th business partner? When you recruit your 4th business partner, I need you to understand this, you need to place them in one of the 3 legs. You don't take it wide, because you'll get volume, but that's not going to help your team grow. It's not going to solidify your legs. And again, your legs are strong when there's depth. The compensation plan works inside a 3x3. You need 3 legs moving 12 people, 30 people, 100 people. Going wide is not going to help you in this regards. Now, once you solidify it and you rank up and secure yourself, 5-star regional, national, what have you, now you can open up new legs to solidify it accordingly. That's just my philosophy that I will share with you. And that's one of the things I've heard many million-dollar producers say. But here's the key thing. So now you got your 4th recruit, your 5th recruit, your 6th recruit. Where do you place them? It is absolutely imperative. I strongly encourage you, before placing, consult with your plugged-in sponsor, your leadership, so you guys can open up your structure and strategically place someone in your organization. You don't place where needed. I mean, in terms of the needy person, give me somebody, what have you. You place strategically to move yourself and the team to the next level. Understand this, guys. Here's what's powerful here. So, and this is very important. Let me try something else new. This is my fancy. Wait a minute, watch this. Here's something I need you to understand. So I'm placing here. So let's say this is one of my organization legs right here. I will never place inside this leg or this leg. I'm always placing in that one leg, and I'm taking it deep until I find a builder. Here's what's powerful about MWR. Even when you place people inside your organization, on chart, they're still looked upon as being front line to you. So you're not missing out on anything by placing. Now, here's some terminology. Giving away and placing is 2 different things. We don't give away, we place. Understand that, guys. So we want to place individuals inside your organization. So you brought on a 4th person, you place them here. This is person number 4. You brought on the 5th person. Of course, you got 2 other legs here. So you want to look and see if you can strategically, in this leg here, I'm only placing inside 1 leg. Understand this, guys. So if it's this leg, I'm going deep. I'm only placing inside one leg. I'm not building out anybody's structure, because now you got to build out structure that's impossible to stay ahead of building out all three legs, guys. But as you build your organization and you put your fourth recruit here, let's say you put your fifth recruit here, and on your sixth recruit, this person is a builder. And this person goes out and goes crazy, and they take the lead, they take charge, and they're going crazy. They're recruiting left and right, and they don't need any type of help. They're going out, full speed ahead. You still place down here. So this person's a builder. I might place down in this leg, okay? But with this growth, now you could talk to this person and say, hey, you got a lot of activity and a lot of money that's building up in your organization. All you need to do is go out and get 4 more people over here, and you will open up your comp plan where you're now making $20 a day, $600 a month. You don't have to worry about this leg. This leg is rocking and rolling. You just need to get these 2 legs going, recruit 2 more people, and let's help those 2 individuals get 3 individuals on board. Now you're making money. And then we help those individuals build. Now they're just focused on 2 legs, because this leg right here is on fire, getting it done. And then the same thing applies to your other 2 legs. This is so important, guys. Now, again, it boils down to you recruiting. It starts with you. This is my scribble. My son will really appreciate this right here. It starts with you. It starts with you. Understand this, guys. None of this works. Hold on here. Let's see. All right. Man, I'm fancy, high tech, y'all. None of this works until this right here, circle, works. Period. You can't sit there and wait for stuff to take place. You got to go out here and talk to the people, do the things that we spoke on in terms of launching your business, getting your first 3 recruits on board, and then working on still plugging people in and talking to people and exposing and recruiting your 4th, 5th, 6th person, but at the same time helping these people here launch their business so that they can get their first 3 recruits on board, and then helping these people launch their business. That's the business. This is the money-making activities, tap rooting your organization, where a leg is not a leg until it's 4 levels deep. And then you got leaders on top of leaders inside of one leg. And here's what's powerful here. I need you to understand this. So let me go back here. Inside this compensation plan, let's talk about 100 people. So you got to have 3 legs that have 100. Let's talk where everybody understands, because this is the sweet spot right here. I think $2,400. Mr. Bean was talking about this. $2,400. That pays a mortgage and a car note. That usually pays most people's mortgage and car note. It don't pay for rent, but it'll pay for mortgage and the car note. That's a joke. But anyway, but my whole point here is each leg needs 30, but I need you to here's what I need you to understand, what the point I'm making. Follow me here. If this leg, this is one of your legs, I'm going to draw a leg here. This is a leg, and this is a leg. If this leg that you recruited has one leg that goes crazy like I just showed you, these legs aren't doing anything, but this leg has one leg that has 30 people, that 30 still counts towards the 30 to move you in ranks. Same thing applies here. It's the leg that has 30 in volume. And that's one of the things I love about the comp plan. It's not about back in 2.0, we had to take this person to executive, regional, or what have you. Now it's just a matter of having volume move down inside our organizations. And as long as we have the volume, then the compensation 30, 30, 30, 60, 60, 60, 100, 100, 100, 160, 160, 160, 6 figures. And that's where you strategically place accordingly inside your organization to max that out. So with that being said, we try to keep this at 45 minutes to an hour. We got another 10 minutes for Q&A. Hopefully this helped folks and didn't confuse anybody. Like I said at the beginning, when you're brand new, the first part was for you, but we got to have advanced training because we're building a big business. We got to have a next level mindset, guys. We got to be about our structure, knowing that a leg is not a leg until it's 4 levels deep. And it's up to us as sponsors to start driving that depth inside our organizations. And how do we go about doing that? You all know we want to take these legs deep. We got to drive this thing. The deeper your legs, the stronger your business. You want people down here who you don't know them, and this person don't know who these people are because they bought on this person, who 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 bought on somebody that nobody really knows, but this person bought on a CEO of a company or an influencer or somebody, whatever, a stay-at-home mom who's sick and tired of being sick and tired, who's ready to go crazy. You want that depth down in the organization. And I want to point this out. You have more influence down here than you do right here with the people you know and you recruited. I'm going to leave it at that. You, with proper edification, whereas every person who comes on board, there's many ways to do a 3-way call. You do a 3-way call to recruit somebody, but you also need to do a 3-way call to welcome people to the business. If you're not 3-waying your new recruits in with at least 2 or 3 people whose upline, sideline support, more so upline, okay, then you are doing an injustice. Because these people, as it keeps going down, you got to teach that so that everybody in this organization, as they start to grow, they know the leadership. Understand this. And your leadership will have way more influence down here than he does up, or he or she does up here. That's I'm dropping it for you. So let's do this, guys. Let's open it up for any Q&A, questions, comments. The floor is now open. Unmute your lines and come in if you have any comments or questions.
Hey, Ben, outstanding job, my friend.
Yes, sir. You froze on me. What was that, sir?
Outstanding job.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, until we get some questions, I do have one housekeeping issue to put before the group while I have Mrs. Andrews on the platform in reference to an update with our bill shredder component and the ability for us to upload our auto and homeowners insurance information. Miss Andrews, are you still with us?
Yes. Hi, Brother Gerald.
How are you, ma'am? If you could just give it an update for us for Ben and the group in reference to the conversation you had corporate regarding bill shredder and the new component with insurance.
Right. I appreciate that. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tyra Andrews. I'm here in New Jersey, and I was just hi, brother, Coach Ben. I had called Brother Gerald earlier today just to let him know an update, because when I heard about at the convention, Atlanta convention, that we were going to be including insurance as a component for bill shredder, I got real excited. And so I called the company yesterday, and they said that they would check with the CEO, Brian House, and get back to me. Well, they did. And the email that I received said it was going to be in effect as of the 15th, which was Saturday, but they said it's going to be another 30 days. So I just wanted to let everyone here know, to spread the word that bill shredder will include negotiating on our car insurance. And I was also told on home insurance. And I think that'll be an extra plus. Look at Coach Ben. So yes. But again, nothing will be in effect until another 30 days. So I'll keep you posted, Brother Gerald, but we can be excited about that going forward. So thank you.
That's awesome.
Yes, thank you so much for the update. But then, Ben, once again, that's awesome. I mean, initially it was only going to be auto insurance. Now we're talking homeowners. Look at the break that we're going to get there. And all these platforms is designed to put more money back in your pocket. That's the plus to what we do.
I mean, it's just value on top of value. I mean, this thing is absolutely amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's rock and roll. I did see your message. Matter of fact, let me grab that because once I end this, I won't be able to see it. I definitely see Foot Soldier. I'll get this over to you, buddy. And actually, I am recording it. I'll take it and I'll put it inside our Facebook page within the next few hours. Miss Ruby.
Hello. I have a question.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Excellent training. Thank you so much. Got to go back and listen to it again to get it all. Question, our momentum bonus, is that a ongoing event or is that a one-time as Mr. House offers to us? How does that work?
So great question. The momentum bonus is part of our compensation plan, but individual, like with us, I'm not sure if you're brand new or you've been around. As you can see in the comp plan, that's part of our compensation. When a brand new person comes in, they have 90 days to go out there, and the first 30 days get their 3 recruits. The second 30 days, which is 60 days, help those 3 to get 3. That's $450. And then the last 90 days, help those 3 to get 3, and that's another $900. So we had a reset where all of us had the ability to get that going. That's why I was saying, before the next 5 days. And I'm not sure what the time frame is remaining, but we have a few days to go out and help 3 people sign up that's sitting on the fence. I wanted to say, just call on some friends and be like, listen, you need to lock in these spots. That's $1,500 on the table. But it's ongoing, but it's a time frame on it. Whereas if a person doesn't get it done in their first 30 to 90 days, it is voided out. I hope I didn't confuse you with that answer.
Ben, just to add on to that, if I could, sir. So again, just some clarity. If you are brand new, you automatically got the momentum bonus. That's in place for you, that 30, 60, 90 day. Now, for all of us who have already been in the business, when we arrived in Atlanta, they did a reset for us. So that means the clock was turned back for us, and we got a chance to start all over again to take advantage of the bonus, even if we've been in the business for years, like myself or Ben. So that was a huge plus. So I think there is about 5 days or so left within that window that will be taken away from us. But here's the thing too, just for clarity. If you're new in the business and you sponsor 3, or say you don't get your first 3 and you miss out on the 150. Now, if you take a close look at your back office, you'll see that 60-day clock begin to run for you. So that means that you still can go grab your 3 and help those 3 get 3 and qualify for the 450, even if you miss the 150. If you miss the 450, the 900 is still on the table. We've got a 90-day window. So if you miss the first round of the 150 and don't get your 3 within the 30 days, the 60-day window opens for you now. So you still can go snatch up your 3, help those 3 get 3 within that 60-day period and still qualify for the 450. That money's on the table for a 90-day period, even if you miss the first round and don't get your 3 in your first 30 days. Just wanted to give you some clarity on that, Ben, but to help other people understand it as well. So the money doesn't go anywhere, even if you miss the first round. You got it. If you look at your back office, you'll see that clock reset itself and it starts clicking away 60 days now. So now that 60-day window opens, you can get your 3 that you didn't get in the first 30 days, help those 3 get their 3, the 450 still pays out. Now, the difference between the new structure with the comp plan, there was a time early on before we got to Atlanta, if you were to receive the 30-day bonus, you would only get it up front. 75 pays out now, and the second month after billing, the other pay. Now the whole 150 pays. They pay it all out. The 450 wasn't split up, nor was the 900 split up, but the initial 150 was. But that no longer exists. We can get all that money up front now. So if you miss your first 30-day window, the second window still remains open. You just got to work a little harder to get those 3 and help them get 3, and you qualify for the 450. And then you start running.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. That's it.
All right. Good news.
Hello, good evening. I have a question. My name is Kenya Wilson. I'm outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. I want to say thank you to you both. This has been an amazing training so far. As you were talking, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but I see Kingdom Builders. You were saying how we should,
Benjamin.
I'm sorry?
Ben.
Benjamin. All right.
E-N. Yeah.
All right. You were saying that it would be good for us to get 5 customers as well, right? And I wanted to know that
Yes.
if we have 1 customer and we encourage that customer to get 3 so that theirs is free, would those customers still count? Would it still count for me? And would that be, if they actually get 3, would that mean I have 4 customers?
No, you want to get 3, or you want to get 1 personal. Now the referral customers count towards you getting $40. That's going to roll up to you, but you have to get personal members in order to get the 3 and free. They have to be personal. Great question. They have to be personal memberships to be 3 and free.
But now, Ben, I think what Ms. McNeil might be asking also, let's say she sponsors me and I go out and get 3 to make my membership free. Those 3, 6, 9 points that those customers count for, does she get credit for those points? Does she get in the points?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, that was my question. As of now, I have 3 and 1 already. So I'm trying to
Good job.
encourage my membership to, for their membership to be free. I just wanted to know if it will benefit me as well.
And then the other part too, Ben, is that, you're going to get paid on each one of those customers that your customer refers, because
that's right.
The business relationship is with you, the individual, not the customer. So MWR Financial can't pay the customer, even though they refer 3. And each customer in their back office, website, there's a link that they can use to refer customers to. And the system automatically knows who sponsored the customer. So it gives you credit. So you'll make the $40 on every one of those customers that your customer refer. And I encourage all of my,
that's right.
Don't pay the $99.97 any longer than you have to. Refer 3 people. You're going to make 40, and all those 3 people, you'll make the 40 off of their people, and the 40 off of their people. And also, as it relates to personal customers, once you get 3, they're going to waive your $99.97. So now you own the business for only $50 a month. Once you get customer number 4 through infinity, you not only get the front, but you start making $10 a month in residual income from all of those customers. Pretty powerful.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
Absolutely.
I think Tamara has a question for you, Ben. Ms. Thomas?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, listen, if there aren't any other questions, we're going to stay on our time frame, guys. This is good. This is very good. I love the feedback. I can.
Yes, Paul.
What's going on, Paul?
Just real quick, when you were talking about the first leg, if you put 30 people in that first leg, does that open you up on that level, even though the second 2 don't have 30 people in it? Or it's 30, 30, 30? Can you
It's by
explain that?
legs. So, yeah, so it's by legs. So if a person, if no matter where it is inside that leg, it counts towards your 30. So if this leg here has 30 over in this area, and then this leg, but these folks right here don't have anything, as long as there's 30 inside this leg, it counts. And then 30 inside this leg, it doesn't matter where they are. It's just the volume inside each leg, leg 1, 2, and 3. You got volume anywhere. It could be 5, 6, 10 levels deep. And you find somebody who's a rock star 10 levels deep who go out there and build their organization in the thousands. That's going to count towards your volume. So this leg could have 1,000, or let's say 100. And if this leg only has, where's the comp? If this leg only has 30, and this leg has 20, okay? You only qualify for the 12, 12, 12, which is $40, $1,200, because it's not balanced out. So this leg could be at 100, this leg could be at 30, but this one is only at 20. In order to move to the next level, 30, 30, 30, you got to get this leg with 30 in volume. So now you move yourself to $80 a day, 2,400. And that's where when placing and moving things accordingly, you want to consult with your sponsor who's leadership, because you can look at your structure, your organization, and be like, okay, this is my monster leg, and everybody has a monster leg. All right, this leg is doing okay, it's 30. If I want to move to my next level, I need to get this leg up to 30. So now I'm making at least $80 a day. And then of course, the next level is 60, 60, 60. So you got to help this leg get to 60 and this leg get to 60. And then of course you move to that next rank of 140 a day, $4,200. And then eventually you grow both of these legs to 100. And it's all about duplication and structure. Once you get them to 100, now all three of your legs are at 100. And now you move to $200 a day, $6,000 a month, $73,000 a year. Does that make sense?
Right. Okay. I understand that now. I'm going to ask you another question. Okay.
But it doesn't, within that leg, you can have three legs inside that one leg. It doesn't matter where, you just want volume down in that organization, and people with memberships and people with qualified distribution. I don't know what the word is. Distribution.
Okay. Allow me to ask this question. So if we put 3 people in a leg, if we have 3 people there and then we bring our 4th person in and we put it in one of those legs, we have to get their site in order to put them down in that leg?
No. And I'm glad you asked that question. No. And again, get with your sponsor. We have the ability, you recruit that person in your organization, you personally recruit that 4th person, and the company gives you 60 days to place a person inside your organization wherever. So if, let's say this person you bring on board, and because the way this comp plan is set up, it doesn't make sense to really hold them. But we have a holding tank where this person right here you're working with, before you place them, they could be with their 3-3-3, and they already got 36 people on their team. Understand this, my eraser, my cursor sucks. They got 36 people on their team. Before you place them, you could take this person and take them and plug them anywhere in your structure accordingly. And that's 36 points that can take this leg up and move accordingly. But you place them, you cannot, I don't recommend taking someone's website and giving away recruits. That's just my opinion. It never works out too well. But again, I know because there's a couple of different leaders and different ideologies. Do what your sponsor and your upline support in that regards tell you to do, and go from there.
But also, Ben, just to remind the group that once you personally sponsor someone, you go to your back office, you have the ability to place them. You control that, Paul. You don't need their site. You'll be placing that person. And what Ben is referring to, the option would be to give the person away. So if you do that, I just hope they're related to you in some way, your wife or somebody like that, because you give away the money also. Yeah, and you give away the whole house on that. I mean, but if you got somebody who's really, really going at it hard and you feel they deserve it, then maybe so. But it tends not to work out. But the placement is a good idea because you do want to drive the leg down. You want to grow the points. And if you put a fireball, a superstar in that leg, it's going to benefit you greatly. But at the same time, it's going to benefit the person that you're placing him under, because that guy's going to be catching all the points that your fireball brings.
Absolutely.
And so what that person needs to do is get the rest of his legs to match what you've helped him do in order to qualify for the additional money.
Exactly.
Well, Ben, I think this is on your agenda for next Tuesday to kind of break down the comp plan for us.
Yeah, we're going to go over the 10 commandments of recruiting. I mean, of placing. Yes, okay. The 10 commandments of placing. We'll go over that next week. But guys, let's load up tomorrow evening's presentation, because you can't place no one if you ain't recruiting no one. We want to ramp up our recruiting. And the best way to recruit is to invite people to get in front of Mr. Parker, because he closes them. He does an absolutely phenomenal presentation tomorrow evening, 8:30, Wednesday.MWRKingdomBuilders.com. Get them in the room tomorrow night at 8:30, and Mr. Parker is going to make it do what it do. But with that being said, we will be putting this recording out to everybody within the next, I would say 24 hours, but sooner. And I appreciate everybody. Have a blessed night.
Great training. Have a blessed night, y'all.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Good night.
Awesome job, Ben. Look, I want this training, bro. Awesome job, brother.
Thank you for soldier.
I sent you a private chat, man. Send me that, please.
I got you. As soon as I get the edited version, I'll shoot it over to you. Tenfold.
Blessings, y'all.
Great job, man.
All right, guys. Yeah, have a good one. Hey, thanks, Dave.
All right, Mr. Parker. Amen.